What up, YouTube? Franchise Sports TV back again with another video. Before I begin, how about you guys hit that like? Especially hit that like. Hit the subscribe button and also share and comment down below. I know you guys like to comment down below. But let's get to it. So, me and before I even get to that point, we know not too long ago now, the Bucks and Lakers met up. It was a high-flying game, a high-scoring game, with the Lakers edging out the Bucks only by a couple of points. And that was actually that's probably one of the better games I've watched in a long time. Actually, even though the Bucks lost, but AD showed up, got his 44, and they actually one of the few times, I wouldn't say one of the few times. It was a time when the Lakers actually played, looked good. Darvin Ham has everybody playing good. Russ is coming off the bench doing well as he should. And I didn't think about it now that Russ was once a starter, so of course he's going to come off the bench and play against the second string and be as good or better than the second string. Like I said, AD did his thing. LeBron, I guess he did his thing. He got the ball binged by Giannis, but nobody wants to talk about that, of course. But all props to the Lakers for beating the number 2 team in the East. Actually, the Bucks. If the Bucks were in the West, they actually would be leading the West. But I ain't gonna talk about the Lakers. I had enough to talk about the Lakers. So not too long ago, I was talking with another subscriber about because I made a post about reaction to that game, and a subscriber actually asked me about Coach Budenholzer. And I once had a video about Coach Budenholzer, and I know many other YouTubers have said that he's probably one of the worst coaches in the NBA. Actually, I had made a video about that, but I thought I was being a little bit too harsh. But then again, after the game against the Bucks and Lakers, I saw something that completely just aggravated me. And I'm sure it's the same thing that aggravated me last year, and it aggravated me even during the Bucks championship run. Coach Budenholzer, I don't know what it is. It's just like you coach. You was an assistant coach for Greg Popovich in San Antonio, right? Right? And a subscriber asked me, do you think the Bucks should move away from Mike Budenholzer? And I, for the longest time, even though I don't have that video anymore, but what I said in that video, I think it's time for him to go and skip rocks, because his lack of adjustments just burns me. It burns me. And I'm sure it burns other fans, but it burns me the most. It's the same thing, not to get off topic, it's the same thing that happened with Mike McCartney when he was coaching the Packers. He made no adjustments, especially in that 2014 NFC Championship game when the Packers should have won, but he made no adjustments to the game. And they continued to keep doing the same thing until Seattle eventually pulled through and won the game and went to the Super Bowl and choked their own selves. But going back to Budenholzer, before I even go back to Budenholzer, Mike McCarthy's still doing that with the Dallas Cowboys to this day. We watched that playoff game last year, but we ain't talk about football no more. But going back to Mike Budenholzer, he does this. It's just like, why can't you make adjustments? AD is sitting there cooking Brook Lopez. You know, Brook Lopez did have an awesome block on AD towards the end of the game, but it's just like, do something different. Take Brook Lopez out of there, because apparently he doesn't want to get up on AD. Take him out of there and get some fresher legs with Bobby. I won't call Bobby Simmons, but Bobby Portis. Put him and Giannis in there and do what you're going to do. Like, I do give him credit for making the adjustments during the finals, taking Brook Lopez out of there, because CP3 was killing Brook Lopez on them pick and rolls with Devin Booker or whoever else was part of that pick and roll. It's the same thing that happened during this game. Put Giannis on AD or something like that. He don't need to be on LeBron. There's no reason for him to put him under AD. AD was the one that was cooking that game for the Lakers. He was the one. He was the focal point, which we always said before. AD always should be the focal point of the Lakers. It's about time. That's all I was trying to say in the video about LeBron being a selfish and scumbag teammate. Because he know damn well he needs to take the back seat. But you're sitting there jocking up shots, taking the ball out of AD's hand. Of course you're going to lose that game. But anyways, going back to the Bucks. No adjustments at all. And I want to mention, I forgot the name of the article. I was reading an article not too long ago. I think it could have been earlier this year. It could have been even last year. I don't remember. But I remember reading the article about Coach Budenholzer about the time he almost got the can. He got kicked out of there. And I know it was a time when I forgot the name of the Bucks owner's name. I know it's two of them. But one of the owners actually came in the locker room after their Game 2 loss in the conference semifinals with the Bucks Nets in 2021 season. And the owner came out there and basically asked Budenholzer, what the fuck was that? Meaning, why did the Bucks just get demolished against the Nets? He saw nothing, no adjustments, no nothing on offense or defense that Budenholzer did. And the same thing goes back to even the 2019 playoffs against the Raptors. No adjustments made at all. So, I don't know how long he's going to have his job. He has that job security for now because he won a ring. But for the longest time, and I have said this before, too bad I don't have to prove it, but I have said this before plenty of times over. Too bad I don't think any of them, too bad you can't get any of them right now. I thought the Bucks should have moved Darvin Ham as head coach because I have read that before he went to the Lakers, Darvin Ham, he was well respected in that locker room, probably even more than Budenholzer. He was more respected in the locker room by the players. Actually, the players were actually more scared of him than Budenholzer. He got on their asses, and look what happened. They won the finals. Look what's going on with the Lakers right now. When the last few games they have won. So Darvin Ham can't be used. And the other one, it's almost like a name you can't even mention anymore because you might get all the crybabies crying. But the other one, I thought, now that he's actually almost a free man, if you think about it now, is Ime Udoka. I'd rather have Ime Udoka with all the stuff that has happened to him with the Boston Celtics. I'd rather have him than Budenholzer. It ain't a racial thing either. I don't want nobody taking it that way. I'd rather have him, Ime Udoka, than Budenholzer because at least Ime Udoka have people playing defense, which the Bucks are. I do give credit for Budenholzer for making sure that that 3-point line is covered, but they need something else to get over the hump because Budenholzer is going to cost them another championship run, another finals run. I wouldn't say another finals run, but another chance to make a finals run. I should say that. To me, I think it's time. And not to piggyback on what Two Raw has said, but I have to say, out of all the coaches right now in the league, I don't want to count the new ones right now that just started coaching, but all the older coaches or people who have won a ring, coaches who go run a ring, Budenholzer is the worst of all of them. I know people say Doc Rivers might be it, but I don't think he is. It's definitely not Tyronn Lue. I'd rather have Doc Rivers coaching the Bucks. I'd rather have Ty Lue coaching the Bucks because even with the Kerfuffle with Kawhi Leonard and Paul George right now, at least Ty Lue has that team playing the best of their abilities with the best talent that they have left that can play. I'd rather have him. I'd rather have a coach like the Phoenix Suns. I don't know, I'm blaming it on the black coaches. But there's a common denominator. I'd rather have Jason Kidd again. Like he's gotten better with his coaching, but there's a common denominator. I think all these coaches, even the I didn't even want to say the Memphis coach, all these newer coaches, they're somehow getting to these players. Somehow these coaches are at least trying to coach their ass off. But I don't know. Maybe Budenholzer is. Maybe he's doing the best he can. I don't know, but he's gonna cost them another. He's gonna cost them a run to the finals with the way he coaches. Because that Laker game the other day was a perfect example of what gets me pissed off. A perfect example how everything can be the downfall for this Milwaukee Bucks team. You had everybody playing good. You had everybody. You had Chris Middleton, hadn't played since April, coming out there doing the best he can. I think he almost went 10 for 10 out there. He went almost 100% from the field goal. Drew Holiday, I think he made like 8 threes. Giannis, he could have scored more than 40 if he would have started playing a little bit earlier and Budenholzer would have kept him in when he should have kept him in. They probably would have won the game. But then once again, adjustments. But I think I said enough right now. But tell me